Yes. So now we're going to go ahead and encapsulate. Just put some of that clear gel on there. And let's get it.
What do you do when you want to do it all?
Get unlimited.
J-Neek Unlimited. Ta-da! How you like me now? Welcome back to the J-Neek Unlimited channel. It's your girl, J-Neek, back with another How Goes It? Drop down in that comment section below and let me know how it go. All right, you guys. So yes, we are still on this quarantining thing. Quarantining? Yeah, quarantining, whatever. We on punishment, y'all. And I know some of y'all out there going crazy because you ain't been able to get your nails done. So I decided to bring another nail video. So you guys can see that there is some ways where you can do your own nails at home. And it's not as hard as you think. But yeah, so I just wanted to bring you a quick video. I did my hand off camera. You guys already know I'm right-handed, so it's harder for me to do my right hand with my left hand. So I always do it off camera. But here goes what I am bringing to you guys today. These lovely little beauties. No polish at all custom colored polygel. And so I already prepped this hand. And yeah, we're going to go ahead and I'm going to show you guys how to do this, okay? Ease your mind, shine some light on a dark situation right now, because I know we all like to stay kept up, you know. And it's hard to do so right now. Well, they're making it hard to do so. And if this thing gets extended any longer, I'm going to go crazy with y'all, okay? Nails done or not. But anyway, let's get into this video, okay? Stay tuned. Okay, so here we got the nails that are prepped. I hope you guys can see those good enough. Okay, so we're going to take some bonder and we're going to put that on the nail. Just at the bed on each nail so that it adheres to the nail, the polygel. Once again, I don't use acrylic because I do not like the smell of acrylic. I do not like the fact that it dries so fast or any of that. So yes, I use polygel. So now we're going to take a base, which is a base bottom coat that helps for everything to stick as well. Just going to take a thin layer of that on each nail. Make sure not to flood the cuticle. Make sure to get the side areas. Okay. Once you have it on the first floor, depending on how big your lamp is, mine's is small, so it looks big in there, but it's small. So I'm gonna go ahead and place my fingers in there for 90 seconds. That one beep means 30 seconds. So then we're gonna go ahead and go for another 2 beeps. Okay, so the light turned off. We're gonna press it for another 30 seconds. Okay, so that was it. That was in the last 30 seconds. So we're gonna turn the lamp off. And we're gonna go ahead and get our thumb. Since we didn't do our thumb, we'll get that one in there. Okay. We're gonna go ahead and give that a cure for 90 seconds. So while I wait, I'm gonna go ahead and grab my colors that I want to use, which I used. What did I do? Used a turquoise. Did I use this one? Yeah, so I used turquoise pigments, and I used I want to say that I used yellow, which was this yellow, because I have a gold yellow, but I don't think I used the gold yellow. That's pretty bright. No, I think I used that yellow. We're gonna find out. Okay, so that was 90 seconds. And I used black. So I used the black pigment, and I used a silverish white, like a pearl white. That's what I used to get these colors. To get those colors, that is what I used. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is you want to make sure not to touch the application that you've put on this hand already, because you want it to stay nice and sticky for when you put the stuff on there. So here I have an empty nail case kit, and it already has polygel in it. If you can see, just some clear polygel in all 4 little cases. And I am going to go ahead and take my pigment and drop just a dab of pigment in. Literally just a dab, okay? So let's see. I'm going to use this tool. And as you can see, it's very small, very small. And I'll start with, let's start with this yellow, because let's see. You know what? Nope. So it wasn't that. It wasn't this yellow. It is the gold yellow because it's darker. As you can see, this is what I used before. And that's the brighter yellow that I just had in my hand. And then down here, which is what I used, is the darker golden yellow. So I'm glad I didn't use that yet. So we're going to go with the golden yellow. You want to be real careful with this stuff because it does splatter everywhere. So we've got it opened up. And I'm just going to take just enough. Like so. You can see that. You can see that right there. Just enough, okay? And I'm going to go ahead and drop that in right here in this one. So depending on how much you want to mix, you want to put it where you have enough polygel. And then you just want to go ahead and stir that on in there. Make sure you pick it all up. So once you have it all stirred together, it's gonna look kind of like a starchy consistency to me. But once it settles, and like I say, about 3 minutes, it will get more of a milky consistency like the polygel itself right here. So we'll go ahead and let that settle and then move on to the next one. You're gonna take your isopropyl alcohol and you're gonna go ahead and just dip that in there to clean it off, and use a paper towel as well to get that color off of there, because you don't want to mix the colors just yet. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead with the next one, and let's do the black. Okay, so once again, we're just gonna take a very small amount, if not even smaller than the last one, because we don't need much of the black one because we don't have much of that color in our nails, just enough. So we're gonna go to, I want to say this one because it has the least amount of polygel in it, and just go ahead and mix that in. And if you have to, if you've accidentally put too much pigment, then you can just go ahead and add a little more polygel. And vice versa. If you didn't have enough pigment, then you'll just add more pigment. But I think that's a good amount. You don't want to add too much to where you change the consistency of your polygel. So as you can see, I have black polygel now. And we're going to go ahead and let that as well settle. Okay, I'll go ahead and clean this off. Okay, so that's cleaned off. Now I'm going to go ahead with the turquoise, okay, and we're going to use this one. Same thing like I said before, just enough. I'm going to drop it on in there and stir it on up. And this one's a little too light for me compared to what I have in my nails, so I'm going to go ahead and add a little more of the pigments into there. Clean it off so I don't put the polygel inside of my pigment. Just a little bit more. gonna go ahead and maybe darken that up just a little more, just a little bit, because the color that I had from yesterday is a little darker. So okay. So we're going to go ahead and allow that to settle and come back pearl. And I probably should have told you guys want to make sure that you do this, do all the mixing of your polygel and stuff before putting the base on your nails, because I've already gotten stuff on my sticky layer from the base coat, which means I'm gonna have to go back and clear that up, clean that up, and base my nails, so that way my polygel does stick to my nail itself. Okay, and I'll show you what I'm talking about in just a second. So we're mixing that up, and now we have all the colors that I used in these nails: the black, the pearl, the turquoise, and the yellow, the golden yellow. It's kind of hairy. Yeah, you don't want that. You don't want to touch on stuff to where it looks like that. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to come back after I reapply, or clean these up and then reapply my base coat. And I will be right back, okay? All right. Back. And we got those cleaned up nice and clean now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start applying my polygel colors in a random pattern, just so I can get different patterns, different marble looks on there. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with my pointer and some of the turquoise. I'm gonna place turquoise in several different areas. No rhyme or reason, just making sure that I don't get it on the cuticles or the sides of my fingers. Yeah, so as you can see, we put it on there in different patterns, the turquoise. Just don't allow it to fall over. So once you're happy with the amount of one color that you have on your nail, go ahead and wipe your utensil off and go for the next color. So I'm gonna go ahead and actually I'm gonna go ahead and do two nails at once. So I'm gonna go back with that turquoise and go onto my middle finger, and I'm gonna place some pieces in there randomly, and I think I'm good with that. Now I'm gonna go ahead and clean it off and grab a different color. Okay, so I think I'm gonna go in with my yellow. So as you can see, I'm gonna place some yellow here and there and everywhere. Okay. Let's see. I'm okay with that one. So let's go to the next finger. Place it randomly. Some can have less than the others, some can have more. It all depends on what you want. The cool part about it is you don't know what you're gonna get until you've had all your colors placed on there. So now you wanna keep an eye and make sure nothing's sliding all the way off. If so, just take your brush and kind of pull it back on there. We're gonna go in with the white polygel now and just kind of throw that in there. Toss a couple of those in there. A couple of drip drops. Same thing with the middle finger. A little couple of drip drops in there. And before you cure, don't worry about if you kind of get it on the side a little bit, because before you cure, you're going to go ahead and clean up everything. So I think that's pretty good on those colors. Now it's time to just go ahead and put some black in there. And yeah, get some black. A little bit. Okay. Okay, so that one's done. I'm gonna go ahead and put some black in this one. And I think that's good. So now we're gonna go ahead and take our brush and we're gonna go ahead and maneuver, oh, well, no, psych. We're gonna go ahead and take a utensil and kind of swirl it in there, however you want it to be swirled. Just swirl it in. Like so. And it gives me just a pattern. Once you're happy with the pattern that you got, you can pull it forward, you can pull it backwards, any which way you want to pull it. Just go ahead and pull it. And then if you want to pull a different color without mixing it, you're going to wipe your brush off. But as you can see, it's already getting like a marble-ish look here. Okay. Oops. So then we're going to take the brush and do the same thing with this one. So mix it in. Okay. You don't want to mix too much because you don't want it to just become one blob of a color. So then we're going to take our brush and we're going to actually get the polygel in place where it needs to be, off the sides if it's there. As you can see, that one's already looking nice. Okay. Just clean it up. So yeah. I'm really happy with the way that that one looks. So let's go on to the middle finger and let's get that one together. Like I said, each one's going to be a different design considering the placements of the beads of gel are going to be in different areas. So Just make sure you have the cuticles cleaned up all along the sides. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to cure these ones in the lamp. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and pop those into the lamp right there. Just give it a quick flash cure, which is just nuking it for like 30 seconds, no less than 30 seconds for sure. And then that way I can move on to the other fingers. And already we have two beautiful nails. Two beautiful nails. As you can see. Two beautiful nails. Yep. Okay. So now we're going to do the same thing to the next two fingers with our polygel. So I'm going to take turquoise, drop a few pieces in. Randomish. Okay, so that's good. Now we're going to go on to the yellow. Place the yellow wherever. Randomly. I think that's enough yellow. So go ahead and get some of the black. I mean, this stuff really helps for the simple fact that I don't really like to polish too much, but I love a good design. So I don't have to polish when I'm done with doing these. It's just literally polygel, custom made. So as you can see, I placed that in a random looking way already. Now I'm just going to go in with my pearl color and place that anywhere that there's little gaps to be filled. Okay, just like so. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and once again I'm going to move my gel around and get it where it's supposed to be. Make sure I'm cleaning up the cuticle area. And you don't want to have too much isopropyl on your brush, but you want to make sure you have enough because you don't want the pulling of your design to be too rough of a pulling. So said you can go back, you can go forth with it. It doesn't have to just be one way. that. It's pretty. And on these ones I didn't take the tool and swirl it around because they had laid so perfect already when I placed the pieces. They weren't in just chunks of polygel, they were actually in kind of a string design already, so I didn't have to take the tool to mix it around. That's to show you you can actually do either or. You don't have to have the tool to mix it around to get a good design. Okay. Clean those side areas. Okay, I love that. Really cool. Okay, so we're gonna pop those into the cure and cure those real quick. The flash cure, flash cure. And now we just have our thumb to do, and that's it. Well, for the colored polygel part, we're gonna encapsulate after we do a little decorating. Okay, I love, love, love to decorate my nails before I encapsulate. So I'm gonna go ahead and use the silver. It's gonna be a silver, what's it called? It's a silver tape, foil tape, and as you can see on these ones, there's foil pieces of silver in there reflecting. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna do that with these nails as well. So let's get the thumb going next. Those are already super cute. Okay, so let's get the thumb. Go with some yellow. Even there. And then back with some black. You see how that string is kind of hanging with that black? That's what I like. So that way I don't have to too much take my tool and go through and kind of drag it. So that's just my preference. You know, I does that. But you can do what you want to do. Okay, so I get the little line in there. And wash that off and put some more turquoise in there. Okay, I think that's good. I'm gonna go ahead and shape that one out there. Go ahead and pop that in and cure it. And then we're done with the polygel colors. So we're gonna set these aside. And so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Model-Ones glue. Okay, so it's a glue that I'm going to use. Okay, so now I'm going to take my Model-Ones. Let me clean this mirror. Okay. Yeah, so now I'm going to take my Model-Ones glue and I'm going to go ahead and tap some glue over these. It's a glue polish, so I'm going to go ahead and polish over them and then go ahead and give that a cure. Give that a cure in the lap for, I want to say 90 seconds to 2 minutes, okay? You want this to really be tacky, and so that way the foil, it sticks to it. There we go. And you want it to be not thick, you want it to be a nice thin layer. We'll just put that on there like so. That's exactly how I does that. That's so pretty already. Just putting that on there. It doesn't have to touch everywhere, only places that you actually want to make sure the foil touches. So I just want it to touch randomly wherever I place it. So I'm gonna go ahead and give my full finger a coat and then decide where I want it to go later. So let me do those 4 first. So I'm gonna go ahead and give that a cure for 2 minutes, okay? But yeah, I hope this ends really soon. Can't take it. Can't take it, damn it. I don't see it. I see other colors. I have all kinds of different colors that I've used. I like this one. This is a good, pretty color to use. I have it in gold. The gold is really pretty. So let's see, we'll be cutting a piece in a second. Just gonna go for 1 more minute. Okay. And we're going to just kind of tap little pieces of this nail. See that little foil? I don't want the whole print on the nail. Just a little bit of the color. See that? That's nice. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Maybe 1 more little spatula. Once it lays on there, it's pretty much on there. So we're gonna go ahead and do the same thing to these nails. Randomly placing it. Okay. Randomly. That's pretty. Same thing over here. So yes. now we're going to go ahead and encapsulate. Just put some of that clear gel on there. And let's get it. I'll go ahead and take my modleones Polygel, and I'm going to start to apply just a very thin layer, get that apex the way that I want it. And let me show you. I'll show you with the first nail, then I'm going to come back and have the completed final product, okay? I dropped my brush. Okay. So, just going to take just enough. It's a small amount. And that's going to be for, let's go for this finger. Okay. Make sure you have your paper towel to dab on. As you can see, I like this polygel because it kind of starts to settle around where you need it to be. So yeah, if you need to add more on there, you can. If not, then don't. But you definitely want to make sure that your apex, which is that nice arch, the area in here, is strong. So for me, I might want to add some more in my apex area. Yeah, I think I want to. I'm gonna go ahead and give this a cure first before I do that. I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing first with the next nail. Grab just enough to get the good apex. Push it right to the back. Pull it. We're going to go ahead and place those two, place those into the thing. We're just going to do a quick little 30-second nuke on these so that way we can get to the next ones and then come back and do a full cure on all of them. Okay, so we're back, and yes, it's time to top it on off, y'all. Top it off. Okay, so let's give her some shine and then a bling finger on the side. Already nicely buffed and shaped, and that is so pretty. Have that long lasting shine from this from this gel top. Yes, yes, just top it off. That looks amazing. Balls. Amazing. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. We're going to add some bling onto these. But first, we're going to go ahead and pop those into the lamp and give them a quick little cure while I get my diamonds ready. So we have some diamonds. I'm going to go ahead and use some of those black ones, as you see on this finger. Some of those black diamonds, and then a nice big chunk of a diamond right there. If you guys are wondering where I get any of my products from, I get everything from Amazon. Everything from Amazon. They are not paying me to say that, but I love to shop with them. So that's where I shop. What am I looking for? Looking for my diamond. Oh, here it is. So I'm going to go ahead and place my diamonds. First, I'm going to go ahead and put some of this rhinestone blue right where I want all my stones at. I'm going to go ahead and pick up, what did I do? I did 2 small and 1 medium. So we'll go with the medium first. Medium. Then we'll go with the bigger one. Now, I'm no professional when it comes to any of this, so if anyone's out there and that knows more than I do and they see me messing up anywhere, please hit me in the inbox and or the leave a comment below and let me know some pointers that might help me out, because I'm always willing and ready to learn, to better myself, and to better my craft and stuff. So yes, I take all constructive criticism. It is welcomed. And if you just like the design, leave me a thumbs up, a like. Also, don't forget to subscribe. I have some awesome DIYs coming up that will have you turning your head. And they're going to be under $25, okay? So definitely want to stay tuned for that. Some things that we can do while we are in the quarantine stages of life. Okay. You want to make sure you don't put too much what is this, jewel adhesive, because it will flooded and looked kind of messy, which I kind of did, but it looks okay right now. So you want to go light on that. Long ways, you guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and give that a cure, and we're done. We're done after I do this top coat this thumb. And yes, we did it. We did our own nails. There are plenty of different brands of Polygel out there. I prefer the Model ones. I really like it a lot. There are plenty other ones though that you can try. It's inexpensive and it works really good for me, so that's why I does it. And yeah, so I think you guys should give it a try, really, especially for those of you who have tried the acrylic. I've been there, I've done it. It's a lot harder. It doesn't give you, it's unforgiving. It doesn't give you the time that you need to actually work with it. And whereas Polygel gives you the chance to get it to the shape that you want, get it to the you know, just get it how you want it on your nails without it just being a hot freaking mess. So definitely try the Polygel. And it ships within a couple of days. It doesn't take, especially if you have Amazon Prime, it's not on like back order or anything like that. As far as I know, I haven't had any issues with ordering it recently, so I would definitely give it a try. You don't know how long this quarantining is gonna be, so I mean, it won't hurt. It definitely won't hurt to put in an order and have some fun. Just try it, you know. Give it a try. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put my final picture up of my nails done. And I thank you guys once again for joining the channel. And for those of you who are new to the channel, of course, LSC and forever we will be. And for all my old comers, I thank you. Don't forget, drop down in that comment section below and let us sister know how it go, okay? Let me know that you guys are still surviving during these times, okay? And if you haven't already done so, don't forget, get unlimited, okay?